Hello, my name is Joyce Harper and I'm Professor of Reproductive Science at the Institute for Women's Health at University College London. And in this short video, I'm really pleased to introduce you to my latest book called Your Fertile Years, which is published by Sheldon Press and is out for pre-order now on Amazon and will be available in hard copy from April. Now, first, I'm going to tell you why I've written this book. And I actually started writing it in 1987. That was when I started work as a clinical embryologist. And as I was learning more about fertility and the menstrual cycle and women's bodies, I realized that some of my friends didn't understand how their menstrual cycle worked. And at that point, we were trying not to get pregnant. And there was a lot of myths around contraception, STIs, etc. And then when I was in my 30s, I actually had problems trying to get pregnant and took 7 years of fertility treatment to have my children. And I don't want other women to go through what I went through to have my family. I don't want to see people in a fertility clinic. It was a very, very hard journey to go through. So I want to give women the information in accessible format so they can understand their fertility and pregnancy and infertility. And then I'm now 58, just had my birthday recently. And I've got, obviously, many of my friends have been through or are going through the menopause. And again, information about that is really confusing. There's lots of myths. There's a very negative perception of the menopause. And I really want to change that. I think if women are armed with information about their fertile years and the menopause, then they can really get to grips with this, understand this, and start entering these phases being totally informed about how their body works. So I want to introduce you to the book. I've written 12 chapters. We've got chapter 1 on knowing your body. Then we go on to the biological clock, optimizing your reproductive health, about contraception in the next chapter, then about sexually transmitted infections. I'm then going to talk about egg freezing, and then about basic fertility and infertility and how we test for it, and then debunking the myths of fertility treatment, a chapter on the menopause, and finally, a bit of science fiction about the future, where our reproduction may end up. So I have written this book, as I said, in a very accessible way. I hope that women are going to learn from it and become fully informed. And I also hope that men are going to read it. We have to remember it takes 2 to have a baby. And so it's really important for men to understand about women's fertile years as well. So what I'm going to do over the next 12 weeks is I'm going to do a video and a blog about each of the chapters, just some of the key points from each chapter. I'm going to be putting this out on social media. So please, can you listen in, read the blogs, get involved with the conversation. I'm Director of Education in my institute. And for me, education is a two-way process. I want to hear from you as well. Have you learned anything? Do you think I missed anything out? Is there anything else you'd like to know? And what do you think about these conversations around women's health? So that was just a very brief overview of the book. I look forward to hearing from you all, and I really hope to be involved in some conversations very soon. Thank you very much.